Don't you worry, the clip's about to begin, but don't forget to subscribe. Or else, don't make me turn this website around.
Kiri! We have Kiri in Wisconsin.
Hello!
Oh, hi.
Hey!
Actually didn't think I'd get this far.
Well,
You did
here
it.
you are.
So I don't exactly know how to explain this, but I'm going to do my best.
Go ahead. Yeah.
When I first started, figuring myself out as a sexual being, English words, one of the things that I kind of found was like this kink subset that I kind of enjoyed. And a darker in like you have the control in it until I gained a trauma around said kink thing, and I still enjoy said kink thing. And it's hard to explain to people trauma that I have, but that I still enjoy, and I've been.
Kiri, you're breaking out on us, but I think we've gotten quite a bit up to now. Let me read what the call screener got to and ask if you can just tell me if this is the right subject you're wanting. And it looks like we actually lost the call, so we'll go on with what we have so far. But caller has some trauma around some kink she has, would like some advice on how to deal with it. I think there's only one responsible answer to this question, and that's even as passionate as both of us are, this is probably something you need to probably be more actively working on with a therapist, and not just take the advice of two dudes on the internet, handsome and bearded though they may be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it is, to add to that, like kink and practicing is not a replacement for therapy. It is a way that you can work through stuff, but you should be working with a professional that knows what they're talking about and knows how whatever your experience has affected you. Because again, I am not a therapist. I just talk about sex on the internet. But I will say that kink for some people can be very therapeutic. Not a replacement, never a replacement, but it is therapeutic for some people to get into those headspaces. So while your kinks are valid, how you deal with them probably need a little bit more help from someone that is more professional than two internet guys. Yeah.
I'd also, she mentioned it being hard to explain to some people. And aside from people you are trying to do those things with, you don't know anybody explanations for it. It's also, a lot of people can't understand things that are outside of the realm of their experience, but then we'll also have expectations on people despite that. And so while they don't understand, it's still a situation where it's like they don't press people who have been victims of sexual assault or non-consensual sexual experiences, because there's that one word we just absolutely can't say on YouTube. But I assume people know what we're talking about, who do not all, I mean, some people don't, but who then do go on to still have sex lives and still have sex later on, or after that thing occurs. And you don't have a lot of people who go, well, now you need to explain to me, how did your libido come back? And does that mean, and then you get like those assholes in Congress that are like, if it was a real one, that shuts down the pregnancy. That's another rant I could go on from happening. The concept of whether these are authentic traumatic experience happening. These are not explanations owed to anybody. With a partner, I would just let them know something. I think one of the best things a person can do in that situation, and I experienced a similar situation with a partner, is basically say, hey, this is something I want to keep exploring, but I actually want even a safe word specific to this thing we're doing that can be separate from your normal overall safe word, just to say, right now I need to go back to something that isn't this specific thing.
And actually, they're in chat and they say that they do go to therapy over it, which is great. Good for you. Well done. And they just don't know how to explain to their partner. Whenever it comes to kinks that you don't know if your partner is in or out or going to react, I am always a proponent of when it feels appropriate. This is something that you get to do because you're that special person that I trust and feel safe enough to do it with. And I would love if you would get involved. And if you have questions, I'm totally here. Or if you have questions, here are some great resources. Like, have some things ready for that conversation. We've done some stuff on different kinds of kinks that are taboo as well. Not to plug myself again, but if you have any questions, please do send them our way. And we might have something to at least help start that conversation and break the ice a little bit. Because, and you can bring this to the table too, kinksters are more psychologically healthy because and there are studies for this, which we can back up, because they actually know how to communicate their wants, their needs, how they go through sex, what makes them feel good, what doesn't, and how they go through their life. Just kind of, it's like a second coming out in a lot of ways. So I totally understand the pressure and the stress that comes with that. I think hopefully that helps. And I'm sorry about your call. Damn self-service.
I was literally sitting here waiting for them to speak again, forgetting that we had lost the call. So thank you for filling the silence, because I was we were about to experience a lot of dead air. I'm just enjoying seeing my powder blue enjoy being away from the bully. Like, literally overnight, it went from like, yeah, the purple's being kind of a bully to like, today I go and look and there's bits of their fin bit off, and they've got so tangs have a little spike at the back of their tail that they can hit each other with or hit other stuff with, and clearly this one got a few hits. So quarantine tanks are traditionally smaller than the tanks you put like the big tank that's in here now. So I'm hoping he gets to. I'm just having fun with my fish right now, so I got a little distracted. Hey, thanks for checking out this clip for The Line. While you're here, hit that like button, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and then share this with that bitter uncle of yours who loves talking about the good old days.